Welcome once again to Concepts in 3 Minutes or Less. This is a slight diversion from my algorithm series to cover an important topic in data structures, namely arrays. This is where they're referenced in the study design. We're only covering 2 data structures, the ones highlighted, but it is important to review the other data structures too before the exam. Now, different arrays are used for different applications. In the Fibonacci algorithms, we used an index array because we were only holding single integers and only referenced those by their order in the list. With associative arrays, often referred to as dictionaries, we have something different. We have a key, the word, and a value, the meaning. In a physical, real-world dictionary, the meaning value is text, but in programming terms, it can be any type or combination. Here's a summary of that. The index, though, is managed internally by the program. With an associative array, the index is the key and a meaningful string. It must be unique. There's one gotcha with indexed arrays, and that is that they sometimes start with 0. This is called a zero-based array and is common in C-derived languages. We start iterating from 0, and here's the gotcha. We must stop iterating at length -1. Look at the example. We have 5 elements. If we iterate from 0 to 5, we're going to end up having a runtime error. So you must use length -1. Here is a typical program for iterating through an indexed array. We're just taking the value. Here it is in Python. Here it is in C#. You'll notice that the for loop is a bit awkward. There is another construct called for each, which makes it a little bit easier. Associative arrays are typically used to gather web data, and here's the programming for those. Notice the reference to key and value. Here it is in Python, and here it is in C#. Take some time to review what you need to look at in your particular language. Finally, remember, an indexed array has an implied index. An associative array must have a unique key. And here's a quirky side note. It's very common to have an associative array, an indexed array of associative arrays, a list of students with all their details, for example. A very common way of transmitting this is with something called JSON or JavaScript Object Notation. And here's a closer look at that. Here we have 2 records, which are associative arrays joined together in an indexed array. Very much like the Python declaration. Take some time to look at this. As always, thanks for watching, and if you'd like to give me a like or a subscribe, it gives me a little bit of feedback on whether I should make more of these.